EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to legendary Lambeau Field in Green Bay. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Green Bay Packers. Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lambeau. Keyshawn Nixon now from his end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled. The NFL on EA Sports has come to the Twin Cities at U.S. Bank Stadium in downtown Minneapolis. Coming up, we got a good matchup on tap here, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Minnesota Vikings. Minneapolis. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. On the ground, it's Swift to start the drive. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down. Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. From the 24, Hurts. Flush to his right. And he is out of bounds right around the 34. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
I don't think that run was anything that was designed, but when his reads were blanketed as he went through his progressions, all that was left was for him to run and try and pick it up himself.
Play action. Here's Hurts. Rush coming, and he's taken down. And Daniil Hunter, he's the one who gets in there and brings him down to the ground.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
Hurts throw here taken in as he's able to find Goddard. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. And now an audible here into something else. Back to throw. That is caught. And they will touch him down, but not before he gets the first. Back to the running game with Swift. Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play. 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
Darn right. They did something to disrupt that timing.
This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. Looking to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 24-yard line. Not something you see very often from a quarterback of his caliber, an opening drive interception.
Oh, there's no doubt in my mind that even he's surprised at how that one played out. But we know this guy. It's not going to stop him from continuing to fire as this game goes along. Probably give a little nod of respect across the field for that one and let him know he'll be back the very next series.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the 2nd and the 3rd levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. The tackle that time by Zach Cunningham.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning it in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
On 2nd down, this is Madison. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 12 yards there. 1st down, Vikings. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
Here's a jet sweep. This is Addison. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. We're scoreless after 1. 2nd quarter now from Minnesota. It's the Vikings in possession of the football as they've got it with a 1st and 10. They'll go Madison up the middle, and nothing much materializing there on the 1st down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
They suspected that it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on 1st down.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Going to run with Madison again. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
And he'll be brought down at the 34, well short of the first down marker. And just 3 yards on the catch there. He couldn't get away. And that'll bring up 4th down. 4th down, field goal try coming. So Cousins is off, and on comes Greg Joseph from Minnesota. The kick by Joseph is good. And the Vikings have a 3-0 lead. So an opening drive field goal maybe doesn't whip this crowd into a frenzy, but I think that they will take the early lead.
There's no doubt about it. They will always take the early lead, and maybe that celebration comes later if they play well and they can break things open. But right now, this is all about letting the offense just get settled in.
And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Their second drive here, the ballgame, Charles. Remember last time they threw the interception, but the defense held up. It bent a little but didn't break. And his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. And on that one, with 6 defensive backs, did he need to be more careful throwing the football? I mean, I guess obviously in hindsight he did, but...
Yeah, hindsight, but even in foresight, when you got 6 defensive backs on the field, you just know you're going to get multiple coverages. You're never sure what you're going to see. But the biggest one is you don't have much reaction time for your receivers to go get the football because those guys, they're the best cover guys on the field. They go get it. And on that play, they took it the other way for 6 points.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Scott on the return out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no harm. And right now, they're harming themselves on offense.
I like that. No one is mistaking me for a doctor, though. But thank you, Dr. Davis. Second down. Here's Hurts. That is caught. It's the tight end, Goddard. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. It's caught on the right side at Smith. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. That one unable to develop, never got going. A loss of a couple, and it's 2nd down. Second down, here's Jalen Hurts. That's to the speedster Olamide Zaccheaus. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. Now Hurts changing up the play. They'll try and run here with Swift. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. They'll drop to throw. Zaccheaus here hauling it in. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down.
I tell you what, it looks like he's shaking off that pick 6 just fine. It's not just defensive backs that have to have short memories. Quarterbacks utilize that as well. A much more confident throw right there.
And Hurts is intercepted, his 3rd of the game. Picked by Cameron Bynum. And the Vikings are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that...
colorful. Bright. I thought it was sticking out when I handed it to you.
Drive deserved a better ending. I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
Here are the Vikings now to start their next drive. Following the interception, Cousins. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Eagles are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50.
So first thing that crosses my mind is, why didn't they just sit on the lead and take it to the locker room? They're in good shape.
Absolutely. And from this spot on the field, now you've given the other side a chance for points here going into intermission.
Yeah, you changed the momentum of the game, and it's something you did not need to do.
A handoff, Swift running to the left. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. They'll throw on first down with Hurts. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And that one's not going to get there. Not enough juice. An ambitious effort, but it's well short. And they will not cut into that 10-point lead.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson in the final seconds of the first half. And the Vikings will extend their lead here just before halftime. Joseph on for the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. So with 3 seconds remaining in the half, they will line up to kick this one away. Scott on the return, out of the end zone. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. And how about this line out of the locker room? An onside kick attempt. The Vikings have to like their position. They've got the lead. They get this football as well as we are back and underway for the second half.
Well, CD, you understand. I mean, they're so eager trying to get back in this game here in the fourth quarter, but they touched that one a little too early before it went 10 yards.
Brandon, in such a high-stakes scenario, everyone's feeling the pressure on this play. The special teams coordinator, which one is he going to pick?
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
Well, Fletcher Cox, he's been doing this for a lot of years, and another sack to his ledger there.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. And that's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
Now a give to Madison. And he's going to be met at about the 43. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The line to gain is the 33 on third down. Play fake. Cousins. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Josh Sweat rushing in and bringing him down to the ground.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
And the kick's away as he angles. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. On first down, Hurts. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. On first and 10, it's Hurts. And he gets this up to the 34 out of bounds there. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it's second down.
That's certainly one way to beat the blitz. Get it out of your hands quickly and get it to the big fella.
Very effective. Saw the pressure, got rid of it, and the completion ensued. To throw again on second down. Hurts. He throws it on the move, but can't connect as that falls incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. They'll look to throw again. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
It hurts not coming to the sideline. They're going to go for it. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's got his target. That's complete. And shutting him off. Now open field. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So after the big play on fourth, here's first and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
At this point in the game, in the situation they're in, partner, these incompletions that we're seeing, they need to turn into positive snaps, and soon.
To throw again on second down. Hurts. A quick throw there is incomplete.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball. He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Back to throw again. Flushed out right. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. Swift going to try up the middle. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. 2nd and goal from the 1. One more time with Swift. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. DeAndre Swift punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Elliott good with a PAT. And that'll cut the lead to 17-7. And they decide fairly early here they need the ball back, so here's an onside kick. And they've got it. They recovered it. But hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Yeah, we saw that one up here, CD. Offensive team, they touched that before it went 10 yards.
Obviously such a fine line, letting it go the required 10 yards, but also getting to it before the hands team can. Just didn't time it out right, and that results in a flag.
On the handoff, it's Madison. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to the
started here at the end of the 3rd quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the 4th quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. 3 quarters have come and gone. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9. Running for the first time with a fullback, C.J. Ham. And he'll take this one down to the 36. A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on 1st.
Well, big man with ball met bigger man on the other side of the line. A really nice play for the defense.
Well, they need to get to the 29 if they want to pick up a first here on 3rd down. Cousins. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th. Tell you what, he did not have much time there to scan the field before he was ducking and covering.
Did it appear to you, as it did to me, that the defensive front won their play really quickly? Meaning the guys in front of them had almost no chance to block them. They were on him in a hurry.
Cousins to throw for it on 4th. That's to his running back, complete. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. The Vikings unable to convert here on 4th. And the Eagles defense able to hold. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Now a play fake here on 1st down. He'll buy some time right. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Only a short game there, but that's okay if you're the offense. They brought a lot of pressure at him, and he uses athleticism to at least get back to the line and make 2nd down a lot shorter than it was looking for a moment.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league, totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. Now they go for it on 4th, but this one is going to wind up. It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are in the Steel City at Pittsburgh's Acrisure Stadium. Coming up, we've got what should prove to be a good one, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Pittsburgh Steelers. It's an old-school battle in the Keystone State of Pennsylvania. The Eagles and the Steelers are underway. Boston Scott on the return from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. They'll start on the ground with Swift. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 6. Now Hurts looking to change the play. From the 30 on 2nd down. Hurts. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Now they'll change things up. They go play action here on 1st down. And that's out to the flat for Swift. He had a great move, but he'll still be stopped shy of midfield. 2nd and 5. Throwing is Hurts. And they're not able to hook up there. Incomplete.
Nice play on the football, and while it was tipped in the air and made everyone a little bit anxious before falling to the ground, you just know defensive players are taught to knock the ball to the ground. But early in games, emotions come into play. Nerves come into play. And despite the training, the ball was tipped up. Fortunately for them, they didn't pay for that error.
Back to throw here. And this is going to be incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
And it appears they'll go for it here on 4th down. A big call on the game's opening drive.
They'll try and throw for it here. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. So after the big play on fourth, here's 1st and 10. Now back to throw. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And inside the 20 before he's brought.
What's good with you, buddy? Hey, you give me a minute to roll up real quick? Takes like 2 seconds. Oh, they got all the, $20? That's crazy. Yeah, I'm just 2 seconds, bro. 2 seconds. I didn't think you was gonna send it that fast. I thought dude was still in the game with you. Cause you don't know. You just... Man. position I'm going to play, cuz. Charles. I got the Eagles. I am a boy, Damon. Let's get ready to rumble! Bruh, ladies, you are crazy.
We're at the home of the Super Bowl 52 champions, Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Houston Texans taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. So here's Kaimi Fairbairn to do the honors. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Already here, they'll audible to something else.
Panther 60, Panther 60.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no.
This ain't even my team. I can't even get time to fix it up. Okay. Good talk. I said good talk.
No more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd down and 7. And Hurts going to move him around. Right back to Swift again on 2nd down. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on 1st down quickly negated. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
They have 3 tight ends in that formation. That's almost a universal sign that they're planning to run the football. But how about the defense there? They met force with force and caused a stack up behind the line of scrimmage and threw him for a loss.
So trouble already here on their opening drive. This is 3rd and 9. Well, looks like they'll move things around here. Hurts. And he's got his big tight end here. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. He'll look to throw.
He'll get this off to Swift. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. They get 17 down to the 17, and it's a first down.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
To throw on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
How about that? Red man coverage and decided to test him early. But they proved up to the task and forced the incompletion.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. The safety, Adrian Amos, comes crashing in for the sack.
Well, it's about how teams are so competitively matched, and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. The kick by Elliott is good. And the Eagles, they take a 3-0 lead. In the end, the opening drive, Charles, does yield points. Maybe not the touchdown that they wanted, though.
Yeah, but bottom line, they wanted to get something out of that drive, and they did that. 3 points, they won't turn that down at all.
And Sims says, let's bring it out to the 25. Singletary to get the drive started. Oh, he faked it with a juke. Now he's got some room. And this will be a Texans first down as he's able to get this up to the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st down, here's Stroud. And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Textbook coverage right there. Played the ball, never lost sight of where it was headed, and stayed in perfect position to make a play on it. Able to keep the receiver and the quarterback in his sight lines.
Now a 2nd and 10. Stroud. Eluding the pressure right. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 38-yard line. Stroud looking to throw. Buying time to his left. And he works his way past the line of scrimmage and then slides to a hole. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down. Three 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Texans football to start quarter 2. Line of scrimmage, the 36 on 2nd and 8. As they've got it as we resume action. Stroud now on 2nd down. Over the middle, he gets it to Collins. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And now it's 3rd and 3. Stroud, he's going to audible to something else. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted, Zach Cunningham with a pick. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Eagles defense gets a pick-6 TD. CD, what a sensational start for this defense. Instead of just forcing the 3-and-out, which they were about to do, they pick it off and take it in for the score.
Yeah, I mean, they didn't just settle for the standard good way to start a game. They started in dramatic fashion. Take it away, score points, and guess what? They'll be flying to go back out there on defense again after that play.
So they throw the pick-6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Here's Steven Sims on the return from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first.
And not that the coach asked me, but I do like the call there to start the drive. Looking for something maybe to jumpstart this offense. And they decide to run a little screen play. Maybe give their running back a little bit of space. Mission accomplished. He turns that into good yardage and a quick first down.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. Stroud to throw it. And his throw here's incomplete.
Well, nearly another interception there. That would have been 2 drives in a row with a pick. He's got to start taking care of the ball way better than what we're seeing.
Interestingly, that throw was probably worse than the one he threw the interception on last drive, but fell incomplete. Stroud on 3rd down now. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
They have been struggling to put points on the board so far. And while you don't want to lump it all on the rookie quarterback, he's definitely the root cause. And all rookies, they have those learning experiences in their first year. What they're hoping for is that he can learn on the fly, work through his struggles against his defense, and at the same time, still find a way to put them in a position to win.
Hurts sets up to throw it. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Looking to throw. The quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
2nd down. Here's Hurts. Flush to his right. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Jalen Hurts finding A.J. Brown. And the Eagles are able to add on to that lead. Elliott now to add the extra point. He's got it, and it's 17-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Here's Sims now from his end zone. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes in.
And got his man complete. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. An excellent pickup of 34 yards.
And what great recognition between a receiver and his quarterback, because he's going to recognize the trouble, and then he has two options. Cut off the route and come back to help, or head straight down the field, and he chooses the latter, and it turns into a huge play.
1st and 10, it's Pierce. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. And they'll go right back to Pierce. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Play action. Stroud now rolling to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets it down to the 30 there. Pretty solid gain of 7 yards that time as he scrambled, but now they face a 4th down.
He didn't like what he saw downfield, decided his best course of action was to take off and run. And that ended up being a gamble that did not pay off for him. Now they would have to gamble again if they want to keep this series going.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on 4th and 1. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Play action. Here's Stroud. He finds his man complete. That's Beck. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
19, Tiger, 19, Tiger.
On the give, this is their fullback. And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Andrew Beck taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Texans are able to cut into that deficit. Well, they weren't messing around. 1st and goal, they don't do anything fancy. They just go to the fullback right away.
I like how you phrase that, because oftentimes they come back to the fullback when it's late in the down and distance count, right? In this case, 1st down, let's go get it right now.
And he got it. 6 points on the board. But DeMeco Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. Nothing fancy there on that 2-point try. Give it to the big boy, let him go to work.
That almost felt like Sandlot football that we used to play, didn't it? Biggest guy on your team who can carry the ball, hand it to him and let him rumble.
Nobody picked me on the Sandlot football team.
You were quarterback, and I know better.
I was the water boy. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And still plenty of time remaining here in the half, more than a minute. And we'll see if they just want to protect that lead or try to add on to it.
Well, with as much time as is left on the clock, I would imagine it would be the latter. I think they're going to try and add on to it. So what they're going to tell the team is very simply, if you can get out of bounds after making a play downfield, terrific. If you can't, everyone hustle to the line of scrimmage, either run another play or clock it and start over again.
Now Hurts going to shift him around a bit. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And this is caught. It's Brown. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So on second down, the field goal unit is on here as they try to get 3 before half. From the left hash, this will be a 52-yard attempt. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Just his second catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains. They'll run on first down with Singletary. There he goes, left side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. 63 yards rushing for him now on just his first 3 carries. The chain gang hustling to catch up. Here's first and goal from just inside the 10. Here's Stroud. To the goal line, but it's incomplete.
That was a touchdown if he could have hung on. Instead, it was a well-timed collision to jar that one free.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, second and goal. Now Stroud. Over the middle, complete. It's Jordan. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan from 8 yards out. And the Texans have cut it back within a score. Kaimi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And this is back to a 5-point game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Scott on the return out of the end zone. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a 1-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a 1-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You've got to be careful right here.
Now 2nd and 9. They go play action with Hurts.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line.
That was Will Anderson getting home and finishing the play. This defense coming out after the half, and if that plays any indicator, Charles, maybe a little refreshed and refocused here for quarters 3 and 4.
Yeah, they did really well on that one. That's exactly what they need to keep doing if they want to change their fortunes in this game.
Hurts.
That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. That'll give him 8 that time, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
How about this? They'll change it at the line. They're going on 4th down with Hurts. He delivers another to Goddard, complete.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Now Hurts changing up the play. Back to throw now on first down. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be second down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Derek Stingley picks it. There he goes, right side.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. 17, go.
A give up the middle to Singletary. And a good-looking run there as he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18-yard line. 74 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. And they'll throw it with Stroud here, 1st and 10. Open man is Jordan, the tight end. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. A solid pickup at 13 sets him up 1st and goal.
Well, he does have 1 touchdown in the game already, and while this one won't go for 6, it's enough to get him 1st and goal. But you and I both know he's going to be a little upset he didn't cross the goal line for a 2nd time in this one.
Might want the ball here on the next. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Andrew Beck with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Texans have taken the lead here in the final seconds of the 3rd quarter. Well, fullback touchdowns have become rare. We just saw 2 of them by the same guy here.
And if you had him on your fantasy team, I'm hanging out with you now for stock tips.
But D'Amico Ryans, even with the defensive mindset, he'll elect to go for 2 here. They'll give it to the fullback up the middle. And he will bowl his way in there for the 2 points. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Scott on the return, out of the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive. In particular, if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes and get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you've got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
2nd down, here's Jalen Hurts. He's going to get that to Swift underneath. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now they'll shift things around. Play action. Here's Hurts. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As soon as he leaked out and began his route, someone on the defensive side broke with him and arrived just in time to separate him from another reception.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Hurts. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man, it's Brown.
Touchdown, Philadelphia. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles use the defensive breakdown to take the lead away here in the fourth. Elliott good on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Sims going to go ahead and hold on to this one, and they'll start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. We certainly have a good one on our hands. They're trailing after that last touchdown, but now a chance for this offense to try to snag that lead right back here in the fourth quarter. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34. Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here, 2nd and a yard from the 34. Another carry for Pierce. And this defense able to plug him up there as he'll get a yard to the 35. The battle in the trenches never more important than right now. This is 3rd and inches. Pierce will try to pick it up. Calling no gain there, and it leads to a 4th down. Pretty good effort there just to get back to the line of scrimmage. I thought for a second he might get all the way and pick up the first.
But he really did give it an excellent effort, a little extra effort there. He actually kept them in position where there's a decision to be made on 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They've gone to their fullback quite a bit. He'll get it again. And this will be a Texans first down as he's got this up to the 40-yard line. And again, they'll go right back to their fullback. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. Here's 2nd down and 3. Now to change things up, Stroud will throw it. He finds his man, complete. That's Beck. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
Let's make these babies cry. 18 Cardinal.
Singletary, they'll go up the middle. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. Here comes 2nd down. A give to the fullback on the dive.
As diverse as the running game has become in the NFL, there's still a place for the fullback position. And on that play, he gained nice yardage.
And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first.
The wall didn't work very well on that play. Defenders on 3rd and short know it's going to be a quick read. And really, the quarterback's just going to turn around and hand it off. So that way, you're able to diagnose the play and try and get to the point of attack. But when you're dealing with a fullback, it's hard to knock him backwards. Brandon, 5 yards on that run. Let's get back to the huddle and make sure if you're a back, you spend time with your offensive line and give them credit. Hard to move those 300-plus pounders at the line of scrimmage, and they did for a significant chunk of yardage.
Here comes 2nd down and 5. They go again with Pierce. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
Okay, there's 3 timeouts left, right?
Think you got to use one here, don't you?
No doubt about it. I'd use one right here.
All 3 timeouts still at their disposal. Here's 1st and 10 now.
Now Stroud. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Darius Slay with a pick. And the Eagles have just about sewn up this football game. Certainly not what he was hoping for, Charles. That's now 3 interceptions in this ball game.
But there's a lot of knowledge to be gleaned every time you throw an interception if you do things the right way. And hasn't there been a pretty darn good quarterback along the way who threw a lot of interceptions early, learned from them, and became great later?
Who would that be?
That'd be one Peyton Manning. Threw 28 his rookie year. That's the NFL record. How'd things turn out for him?
I think okay. He's a guy in all the commercials now, right?
Yeah, I think he's doing okay.
Now 2nd and 3. They will run straight ahead with Swift. And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Eagles are winners here as we say so long from Philadelphia.